Okay, it's mid-July. Frankie, get away from there. It's mid-July 2020. We're about 10 miles south of Traverse City, Michigan. And I want to show you this little miniature 6-drawer slant front chest of drawers. It's made out of, the red body of it is made out of pallet boards. And the top is just a couple pieces of scrap maple. It's about 16 inches tall. The body's about 14 inches wide. And let me pull out a drawer here. I dovetailed the drawers. Whenever you make cabinets, dressers, anything like that, it's a good idea. Dovetails are a sure sign of quality. And guarantee before somebody buys something, they're going to pull the drawers out and look at it. And when they see dovetails, it's better than having just the square butted up ends. And these are the insides of the drawer boxes are actually made out of recycled split rail fence posts. I resawed them on my bandsaw, and that Western red cedar's got a very nice smell to it. And so I use those for the drawer boxes. And I did not. This unit is really too small for hardware. And so did it the old-fashioned way. You take a candle or a bar of soap, and you just soap the runners, soap a little bit on the inside, and it's as simple as that. I have a dresser from the Civil War era that is like that, and it's lasted for, 155 years, something like that. Anyways, the knobs are just off the shelf from Menards. I think it's $1.99 for 2 of them. And I put a little felt in the drawers. The person that bought this wanted to use it as a jewelry box, and she was gracious enough to loan it back to me for this video. At the top, I put that maple butcher block finish on. I think they also call it cutting board finish. The bottom was acrylic paint, just like house paint or interior paint. I rubbed through it and purposely gave it that distressed look. And then it's got a clear coat of polyurethane, oil-based polyurethane on it. But you can see where I kind of rubbed through the finish purposely. I wanted to give it that old look, that old recycled look. In 2020, in a nice retail setting, in a store or gallery, this would go for somewhere just a little north of $500. At least that's what I've gotten for them in northern Michigan. In Chicago or New York, probably a little bit more. It's got a really nice handmade appearance just because I didn't run the boards through the planers. I left some of the old nail holes and stuff these are mostly pallet boards. In fact, everything you see is pallet board except for the top. It's just some old leftover lumber from another job, maple. And then the drawer box bottoms and the back is just leftover scraps of glue-on plywood. The nice thing about miniatures, they have a special appeal just because they're so cute. And they also require less material. You can use up all the shorts in your shop. Miniatures are a really good thing to build. You should really add one to your build list. And this would be a good idea. I call this a slant front because the bottom is about 9 inches. The top is about 7 inches. It slants in just slightly as it goes up. I also staggered the drawers in the sense that the bottom one is probably 3 inches deep. As it goes up and gets to the top one's only about 2.5 inches deep. It gives it like a nice weightier balance. I purposely rubbed through the paint to give it that old distressed look. You can see on the knobs and somewhere in the drawers. Interesting story about this. A guy came to me a couple years ago and he had something similar to this that he bought at a flea market. And he had 2 daughters and they kept stealing it back from each other to use as a jewelry box. And he goes, "Dave, can you build me another one?" And so I did. His one was a little cruder than this. It had a painted plywood top. And he didn't dovetail the drawers. But when I built it, I just thought it was such a cute little design that I've made several since then. And they've always sold quite well. If I put it in a store or gallery on consignment, I always paint them red. And then sometimes, red's a popular color. Sometimes a customer will come to me and say, hey, I want one in blue, or I want one like this, or I want it a little higher, a little smaller, or whatever. But that's it. Every week I'm going to feature a piece of unique furniture on here. I'm also going to do art, and I also write. I'm putting about half a dozen of my short stories on Amazon Kindle, and I'll always try to put one in the free column. You go in the free column, read one for free, and if you like it, you can buy the others for 99 cents. You want to punch in my name, Dave Leto, last name spelled L-E-H-T-O. And Leto is actually a common Finnish name. So be sure to punch in Dave and go to the free column. And like I said, if you like them, you can purchase the others for 99 cents. I'm going to feature my my three-legged shooting star coffee table, mid-century modern design. Little design I came up with. That's going to be next. But okay, I think that's about it. You guys have a safe day, and we'll see you in the next video.